How's it going, everyone? My name is Arnold, and today we are going to be doing a Q&A video, one that I have been postponing for about 2 months now. That is very blurry, and I am finally here. Yale has a 2-week spring break, so I am home right now at my brother's room, and I found time and I found the space to finally record this video, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get into it. By the way, it's very cold, so that's why I'm wearing this hoodie. Hopefully you don't mind. So once again, I will be reading them straight off of the laptop. Question number 1. What is Yale really like? That is actually a very broad question. Let me think. So I would say that Yale isn't what people normally perceive it as, like this prestigious, very rich, very like a school with a bunch of arrogant kids. It is very collaborative, and everybody is just so supporting of each other. It's like everybody is so friendly there. Everyone loves working together, but at the same time, everyone also has their own like kind of passions that they follow. One of the most important things to realize is that everyone at Yale, for the most part, especially first years, they're still like teenagers, and a lot of us don't really know what we want to do in our lives, but everyone is just so humble and collaborative, and it's a very good atmosphere. I think I'm rambling at this point, but I think Yale is actually a very, very fun place, a very beautiful campus. A lot of the kids are very collaborative. A lot of the professors are amazing. The opportunities and extracurriculars are just amazing there. It's so hard to answer such a question like that. Maybe I'll get into it in another video. Can you read your essays? Do you like Nintendo? I might read my essays in a future video, but we'll see. And yes, I love Nintendo. Fun fact, I actually made a lot of Pokemon videos back in the day. Let's see if you can find those. Challenge! Did you apply to any other schools besides Yale? What were they and what were the results? No, Yale is the only school I applied to, technically. Because I applied single choice early action, and once I got in, I was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm not gonna apply to anything else, because the application, they notified me of my acceptance before the deadline for a lot of the regular decision applications. So if I didn't get in, I still have time to apply, but since I got in, fortunately I wasn't going through that whole entire apply to 10 colleges process. I'm very grateful and I'm very happy for it. Can you give advice to young people who are interested in the arts but are in an environment where STEM is practically worshipped and the arts are laughed at? Easy. Double major in econ. Gotcha. In all seriousness, as cliche as it sounds, one of the most important things in life, especially when choosing a passion, is that you have to truly and genuinely enjoy and love it. Because if you don't actually love it, you're gonna be so sad trying to pursue it, like taking all these courses that you're not actually interested in. And I say, like, if you're truly passionate in the arts, just go in. Like, you have to go all in, go all out. And for example, if you're doing theater, you know, just like audition for a lot of roles, take anything that they throw at you and just say yes to everything and every single opportunity. Because your talent, perseverance, and skill will end up blooming one day. Just believe in it. You have to persevere. And yeah, I sound like a teacher. Yeah. What is your major? I was thinking a double major between a bunch of different majors. It varied from like film, math, physics, political science, ethics, politics, and economics is all over the place. But I think I've consolidated to double majoring in political science, English, and maybe theater, a combination of those two, but we'll see what happens. What was your experience with shopping period? Did you find any classes interesting which aren't related to your major, if there's one? Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know what shopping period, it's basically this 2-week period at Yale where you can like drop and add classes, so you can like test them out, see which ones you like, see which ones you don't. And at the end of the 2 weeks, you have to finally consolidate your schedule into 4 or 5 classes or so. Personally, for me, it didn't really help me as much. I kind of think it's overrated because the thing is, for shopping period, number 1, you still have to do all of your homework throughout, you know, that 2-week period. Number 2, you get waitlisted a lot. And number 3, a lot of people tend to already know what classes they like given the first impression of that class. So for the most part, you don't really spend the full 2 weeks just like shopping every single class and doing all the homework because it gets very overwhelming. So yeah, I personally didn't think it was too helpful because I kind of already knew what classes I wanted to take, which I will probably talk about in a future video. But as for classes that I found interesting which weren't related to my major, there's a class I took which was an astronomy course, and I never took astronomy at all. Not astrology, but astronomy. And the class was honestly very interesting. We had a very accomplished professor, and we went to the telescopes, and we did all these things and learned about stars and planets and dark matter and all these cool concepts. But yeah, I guess shopping period is pretty good, but personally for me, it wasn't as advantageous. I'm sorry for that response. I know it's very pessimistic, but I'm so sorry. A lot of people actually enjoy shopping period, and I think it is a good thing. What career are you aiming for in the future? At this point, I still don't know. I considered being like a professor in political science or English or even theater or whatever. But I really do want to get into the entertainment field, whether it is like writing, directing, acting, or producing. It's just also interesting for me. And hey, Asian American representation, that'll be awesome. And we're starting with his YouTube channel over here. So yeah, maybe actor, we'll see what happens. What's your favorite place at Yale? This is a very hard question because I love Yale in its entirety. Like, it's such an awesome campus, such a beautiful campus. The trees, the buildings, the architecture, just everything about Yale is just so awesome and so vibrant and so beautiful. But one of the most recent favorite places that I've been at is actually in the previous vlog. It is the Sterling Law Building, 3rd floor library. One of my close friends actually showed me the place. It is just such an inspiring place. You know, the light is there, and then you just feel so studious, and it's just a real beautiful place. But I just love Yale in general. It's just such an awesome, amazing university. It's just such an awesome and amazing university. Very aesthetically pleasing. Favorite Pokemon? I had a list. I actually had a list like a few years ago. One of them has to be definitely Bulbasaur. OG, very nostalgic. I love Pancham. I love a lot of Pokemon. I honestly can't think of anything. We'll say Pancham for now because it's a very cool panda. And also, fun fact, he was the mascot for one of my old YouTube channels.